Ladies and gentle cars, welcome back to another episode on Earth MotorCars. Today we've got this absolutely gorgeous example of a Shelby GT500 with the optional carbon fiber track pack, which is highly sought after. You get these awesome carbon fiber wheels. I would not want to curb these at all. It would be a very expensive thing to fix, along with this ginormous wing. If I looked at the wing alone, I would think it would belong on a clapped out BMW 328i in a high school parking lot, but on this car it looks very nice. Today we're not going to dwell too much on the technical specs and everything about the car. It's self-explanatory. If you don't know anything about this car by now, then I'm sorry, but I think we still should take a look at what is under this hood. The now legendary Predator V8, baby. Supercharged, flat plane crank. This makes an absolutely sinister noise, which is basically what the focus of this video is going to be. Enough of that, but yeah, this car is for sale at earthmotorcars.com. You can check it out along with the other two that we have. The other two that we have are actually golden ticket models, which, if you're not familiar with them, are the models that are literally the highest spec, is why they're called the golden ticket. They have literally every single option checked, including the stripes, which this doesn't have. I'm very curious to see how this car compares to the C8 Corvette, because they share the same dual clutch Tremec transmission, but it is a completely different setup. So it's a completely different car, completely different gear ratios. We'll see how this car compares. Well, let's go take it for a spin, guys. Enough of me talking. I'm still gonna talk, but you know, you're good to hear a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's remote start this thing. Hear a little startup from the outside. Oh yeah. And the exhaust isn't even in track mode. That's normal. We're gonna go ahead and change that. All right. So on the inside, this car isn't much different. It's a Mustang, but when you see this snake right here, you know it's not just a Mustang. So it's got all this carbon fiber all over the dash. This is chassis number 859. And of course you get the wicked Recaros. Look at this. These seats are extremely supportive. They've got the beautiful Cobra stitching. And this is only one color actually that comes with this car. You can either opt for the comfort seats, which are the leather seats found in the Mustang GT and the EcoBoost, etc., or you can get these wicked Recaros. This car is also optioned with the Bang & Olufsen speaker system, surround sound, but we don't really need to be listening to any music whenever we have a soundtrack like that. Yeah. Well, this car right now is in normal mode, the exhaust, as you can see right there in the dash. Oh, and check it out, 289 miles. So I'm allowed to drive it before it turns over to 300, so we'll make the best of those miles. Here, the exhaust is in normal mode. There we go. Sport. And we are going to leave it in track mode. There is a police officer over there. I hope he does not mind this racket. All right, once again, enough of the specs. I'm not gonna get too technical in this video. All we're gonna do is drive and have a good time and bring you guys along for the ride. All right, so let's get our modes. You know what, we're gonna keep it in sport right now. We're not going too crazy. This car is for sale, so we're gonna keep it a little bit tame. As much as I hate to use that word to describe this car. And I like to keep driving the cars in manual mode, so we're gonna keep the paddle shifters on so I can really get a feel for this Tremec dual clutch transmission. And we're gonna get away from this policeman right here. Oh yeah, right off the bat, that is snappy. I love the feel of the paddle shifters. A lot better than the clunky, yeah, that's the only word I can really think of to describe it. The clunky paddles that are found in the C8. They make a very loud noise. This feels a lot more refined. Oh yeah, you can. I'm not even doing anything. You can really feel the turn-in response is so sharp in this car just because of those fat tires in the front and the back. I don't know the size off the top of my head. We'll go ahead and I'll put that down on the screen. I'll find out for you guys how big the tires are in a second. But we're gonna do a tunnel test with this car. How about that? Take it through the infamous Addison Tunnel. Oh yeah. Windows up. Oh yeah, the brakes are fantastic. Paired with the engine braking, this thing will stop on a dime. Carbon ceramics on a Mustang, guys. Come on. It does not get any better than this. It does not take a lot to get into getting in trouble speed territory. Let's absolutely destroy the eardrums of this Escalade, guys. Oh my gosh. You know, whenever I get into cars like this, the ZR1, and even Hellcats and Demons, it really boggles my mind that you don't have to have some sort of special license or prior training to be able to just drive these cars. Literally, as long as you have the money, you can just go out and buy this. Like, this is a weapon. This is insane. And, oh yeah, and I forgot about this. Just like the C8 Corvette and just like the Porsche 911s, you hold both the paddles and it disengages the transmission so you can rev the car. It's a neat little quirk. Oh, that's Brad. This is Brad's car, so. Oh, interesting. Bye, Brad. We should have blasted by him in the tunnel. That would have been a funny reaction. I'm kidding, that would not have been a funny reaction at all. All right, green means go. This ADT Security Services car is trying to race us. Oh my goodness. Sheer violence. That's insane. See, whenever this car came out, people were like, man, it doesn't have a manual. They're going to miss it. Of course I miss it. Yeah, it's cool to have that. But this, oh my gosh, this is just a masterpiece. Tremec, you guys have done a fantastic job with this dual clutch. You guys have definitely proved once again that these cars can keep up and run with the big German manufacturers and the Italians, in terms of transmissions at least. This car, it's up there. It feels a lot like the Mercedes dual clutch. I don't know what transmission they use or what cars they're shared in, but it feels a lot like a Mercedes transmission. But this thing is absolutely vicious. Holy crap. Alrighty. That's the noise this thing makes. Fellow Ford enjoyer in the yellow Bronco. And right over the bumps, I didn't even notice this, but until now, this is a fairly bumpy road. In my car, oh my gosh, my spine would be relocated by now, but even if you were in something like a ZL1, you would feel it in your back. But this car literally has the carbon fiber track pack. It's got ginormous carbon fiber wheels and a very stiff suspension setup, but still, you don't feel the bumps in this thing. In my opinion, this rides smoother than even the Mustang GT. They've really, really knocked it out of the park with the setup on this car. The suspension geometry really is a masterpiece. You cannot go wrong with this car. I'll drop the windows down all the way. Got some office buildings near us. We're gonna wake some people up during their lunch break. Holy crap. I got kicked out of here one time, a while ago. I don't want a repeat of that day. I can do that all day. This is awesome. Just look at it. You see this thing in your rearview mirror? That is just a very, very menacing looking vehicle. Look at that. That's about enough looking at it. I'm going back in it. I want to drive it again. All right. 46 miles to empty. This car is going to blow through that in about 6 seconds. I hope there's not going to be a lot of wind noise. I'm going to attempt to keep the windows almost all the way down, just because I want you guys to hear this thing better. Oh, listen to that echo, guys. I think someone's upset already. Oh my goodness. I'm running out of reactions. I don't know what to say. Oh, it's so angry. The power is just instant. This car. Oh my goodness. And just the creature comforts. The Alcantara on the steering wheel is always my favorite. I wish every single sports car had this. It just adds to the premium feel. And it actually helps you keep a good grip on the steering wheel. If it was just leather, your hands would get sweaty and they'd be slipping around everywhere. It's just not a good deal. Nice S2000 over there. Each upshift, that crack you get is just deafening. I feel bad for anyone behind this car. Classic. Oh my goodness, guys. That is incredible. Oh. Oh my gosh, I gotta take this thing back before I get in trouble. This is the stock exhaust. And people really buy these things and they're like, oh, it's too quiet. I want it louder. I can't even imagine what this would sound like with headers. that is Mr. Jonathan. In his E92 M3. I love that thing. He's a man of taste. Well, this looks like it concludes our time in this gorgeous Shelby GT500. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check this car out along with many others at Earth MotorCars, Lotus of Dallas. We've got a few GT500s in stock, golden ticket GT500s. So make sure you check them out on our website and give us a call, shoot us a message, and let us know if you're interested and we can schedule you for a test drive. And if you enjoyed the shenanigans in this video, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. And stay tuned for another upload whenever that may be. Thank you guys once again. We'll catch you at the next one.